Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and we are here tonight for another episode of the Trivial Trivia Trials of Michael J. Mott. Actually, I think his last name is K now. J, K, it's a joke, who knows? You know what? Let's go ahead, let's meet our contestants. First up, Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Mott, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I think we should just progress through the alphabet. Give me every middle initial that we can't think of. Maybe we can go into other non-English alphabets. Whatever. Why not?
Next,
middle.
It's going to be Michael Omega Mott.
I would be totally down with that. At least there was no Michael Omega that once played prominently for the football team that I hated the most. Anyway. Neither here nor there. Chris, I'm doing good. I was telling Adam before the show, the reason I was running a little late, I had dinner with my mom. We went to a Mexican restaurant, and then went back to. I dropped her off, and she wanted to have another drink. So I've had multiple margaritas tonight. Is really the bottom line there. So I'm already feeling pretty good. But I did decide to switch to beer for the podcast because I have a brand. This is the Clown Shoes Brewing Company. It is the Space Cake Double IPA. I picked up a couple of these at the beer store a couple weeks ago. It's really good. So I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh, we'll
hope it doesn't overflow.
Take that. All right. Next up, we're going to head on over to Georgia. I got it on my mind. I also have Adam Speas on my mind.
Yeah.
Adam, my friend, how you doing? What are you sipping on?
I am doing good tonight. Ready to get my ass handed to me by one Mike Omega Mott. Solid. So you know me. I got my brand as well. If I am going to be beaten so badly, I'm going to be drinking something so good. So tonight I'm drinking Weller Full Proof, a fantastic bottle.
Oh,
pop and. Weller Full Proof is always full of some fantastic flavors. Oh, that's good stuff. Caramely cherry. Oh, good little hint of heat. It's good stuff.
Nice.
To quote Squirrely Dan, that's what I appreciate about you.
Yeah. I never bring the cheap stuff for y'all. I always make sure I want to, represent. If you guys are nice enough to have me on, I'm gonna bring out my top shelfers.
Not only are we nice enough to have you on, you were nice enough to give me not the cheap stuff. So a sampler that I received 100% in a legal fashion. I've never had this before. I've wanted to have this for a long time. Adam was on our show a year and a half ago with your brother, and you mentioned that you had like 5 bottles of it or 4 bottles of it, and you were nice enough to send me a little taster here. This is going to be the Stag Junior, batch 22 Alpha, checking at 132.2 proof. Salud.
Yeah, I think that was the first bottle I had was a Stag Junior that I brought on y'all's show.
Nice.
We're both doing Buffalo Trace tonight. See? Kindred spirits.
There you go. That's a good point.
Oh my God. Is that cherry right there on the front? That's cherry right there on the front.
On 22A, it is so sweet and cherry forward for me, man. Good. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Wow, and then it's got a nice oak finish. Holy crap, I like that. Well, this is going to be a good night.
And does not drink 132 at all.
Those are the dangerous ones
that
I find. Yeah.
There's very little burn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that ending is amazing.
Yeah, it's like this beer is a 9% ABV, but it feels like a 9% ABV. I've had those beers that are like 10, 11% even.
Yeah.
And the unicorn vomit one that I had on the show a couple times a while back, it was like 12.3%, which is about as legal as high as you can get and still be legal in the state of Alabama. But that drank almost like juice. It was so dangerous.
Wow. Yep. Love those.
All right, we have our standard hot seat head-to-head. It's going to be Adam taking on Mike. We're going to start with our pregame. Adam, you're the visitor here, so do you want odds or evens for your pregame?
Well, Mike's the odd one, so I'll take the evens.
Mike, that means you are going first. Here's your pregame category. One of my favorite childhood memories was losing to my brother playing this iconic board game. The game, Operation.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the name of an ailment, and you have to tell me, is this an ailment in the most recent version of Operation that's been released? Mike, we're starting with you. You are the odds. Your first one, Charlie Horse.
So here's what sucks is there's actually a copy of this board game sitting on my coffee table, or it was like 2 nights ago. But I don't think my girls have ever actually played it. We just bought it for them in the hopes that they're still a little young to really start to get into that. The bottom line is I have not looked at the more recent versions of the game, even though I currently own one. But what I do know is when I was a child, Charlie Horse was absolutely an ailment in operation. And I can't imagine that it's an ailment that they would have swapped out because the horse was so difficult to get in that little thing. So I feel like they had to stick with it. So I'm going to say yes, Charlie Horse is an ailment in operation still.
That is a correct answer. Charlie Horse is still on there. It's on I think, just above the right knee.
Mm.
Adam, going over to you. You are odds. You get something I hope you never get, a broken heart.
Broken heart. Well, we've all been there. I mean, I have played Operation, but it has probably been close to 3 decades. And I don't have maybe as strong as a memory as Mr. Mott, mostly probably because of those 130 proof whiskeys that I've been drinking the last 10 decades.
The last 10 decades? Wow, you've
I
aged
said 10.
very
Yeah,
well.
see, all right. It's hitting me a little hard, okay?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I don't think Broken Heart is on there.
Broken Heart is on there.
Crap.
All right, Mike, we're going over to you. Yours is Fatty Liver.
I do not remember that from the version that I played as a child, and it doesn't seem like something they would have introduced, so I'm going to say no.
No is a correct answer. I pulled that for my most recent medical exam. Adam. Adam, we're going to you. Yours is Wishbone.
I mean, that was I do remember that in the commercial. I feel like there was some kind of bone that you pulled out, but was it the wishbone? That I don't know. What's the story, Wishbone? I love that show. What's the story, Wishbone? Let's go. I mean, it's not in a human by any means, even a pun. It's not in a human. But I'm going to say no.
Oh, Wishbone is.
Of course it is.
All right, Mike. You're going to get what Adam gave to Eve, the spare rib.
I'm pretty sure the spare rib was in the original. Would it have lasted to the modern version? I'm going to say yes.
Your logic so far has been spot on. Spare rib is on there. Mike, you have 3 for 3 so far. Adam, let's see if we can get you on the board with this one.
I need it. I want it.
Your next one is a pink eye.
I mean, it's been maybe a couple decades since I've had a pink eye as well. I cannot see that being in there. I'm gonna feel strong about that being a no.
Pink eye is not on there. That's the correct answer. Ooh. Adam is on the board. Mike, yours is Lockjaw.
Ooh. I'm very iffy on this one. I am leaning towards no, but I don't have a whole lot of logic beyond I don't remember it from the old one, and I don't think they would have added it. So I'm going to say no.
No is a correct answer. Lockjaw not on there, much to the chagrin of my very ferocious letter writing campaign. Adam, your fourth option here, Water on the Knee.
Okay. I mean, I may not have played much of the game when I was younger, but of course I did know the commercials, and that's the first thing they say. Water on the knee, operation. And then other stuff. And that is literally the first one that comes to my head. Is it still around? I don't know, but for the fact that I know it was on there at one point, I'm going to go yes.
Water on the Knee is still on there. That is
Okay.
correct.
And now that I'm playing it in my head, I shouldn't have hesitated on spare rib because it's water on the knee operation, $1,000 fee, spare rib or two. I'm the doctor for you.
Yeah.
Mike, your next one, tennis elbow.
Ooh. All right, here's the thing. I'm almost positive that wasn't in the old version. Would they have added it for the new version? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say yes.
Tennis elbow is not in the new version.
All right.
All right, Adam, you can get to a 1-point deficit with getting this one right. The last ailment we have is the funny bone.
Okay. I mean, the funny bone is one that I definitely feel was there at one point. And then is it still there? I mean, have they changed the game? So far, they don't seem like they've changed the game all that much. But is this the one? But I feel like this is a standard. I mean, I feel like I've seen this one. I mean, maybe from the old days, but I'm going yes.
Funny bone is definitely still on.
Okay, yeah, it's like the classic.
Yeah, well, I almost said before I caught myself, I almost said, well, maybe they replaced funny bone with tennis elbow because I absolutely knew that funny bone was in the old one. So yeah, well done. That was a fun one.
So they have not changed that game one bit. It's still the same.
Damn you, Chris. There was what butterflies in the stomach, right?
Yeah.
Like the butterfly in the stomach
and bread basket.
And the bread basket. That was that's right.
Yeah. There is nothing above like there's nothing tits up on it except for a red nose.
Well, don't they have an Adam's apple?
Oh, there is an Adam's apple. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Adam's apple. So there's one thing tits up on it.
Yeah.
Right. Mike, sorry, are we not allowed to say tits up on this show?
You can say whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I'm sorry to my daughter in the future listening to this.
Good God, if our kids go back and listen to this stuff.
Oh, my Lord. All right, Adam, you are currently trailing 4-3 as we head into hot seat round 1. Before we get there, let's go ahead and send this over to a word from tonight's sponsor, Throwback Trivia Takedown.
What?
Have you been wondering where's the beef? Well, on our podcast, Throwback Trivia Takedown, you might just find that out, as well as some other things about the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
We're a nostalgic-based trivia show that pits two challengers head-to-head in a duel of the decades, with categories ranging from movies, TV, and music, to slang, food, and fashion. You're sure to get the best in retro-themed trivia.
So strap on your jelly shoes, grab a surge, and walk like an Egyptian to your favorite podcast app and check out Throwback Trivia Takedown.
I heard even Mikey likes it.
All right. We are moving into hot seat round 1. Adam, it's your choice. Do you want to go first or second in hot seat round 1?
Let's go first.
Here's how the hot seat works. I've got 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to go question by question through this. If for some reason the questions end, the timer ends and there's been an odd number, we will even out. After 15 minutes, the round is over. 1 point per correct answer. No points if you get the answer wrong, but you also don't lose points. Your time will begin after I read your first question. Adam, here we go. What African-American stand-up comic was the oldest cast member to join SNL when she joined at the age of 47 in 2014?
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones is correct. Mike, Patagonian toothfish is served in restaurants under what more menu-friendly name?
I believe that's the Chilean sea bass.
That is the Chilean sea bass. Adam, in December of 1919, Babe Ruth was sold to the New York Yankees by what baseball team?
Boston Red Sox.
Red Sox is a correct answer. Mike, covering almost the entire body and marketed towards Muslim women, this portmanteau is a style of swimsuit and was originally developed by Ahita Zanetti of Australia, yet is technically neither of the words that make up the portmanteau. What is this called?
I believe that's a burkini.
Burkini is a correct answer. Adam, name this hilariously named beer created by Moonlight Brewing Company. It's called Death and what?
Ooh, okay. I Moonlight Brain, death, and I mean, my head goes to death and taxes, but you would want to have some kind of pun in there. Death and I don't know. Death and hops. I can't get there.
Oh, you should have just gone easy. Death and taxes is what we're looking
It
for.
is death and tax. Oh, come on. I was hoping for something smarter with a pun. Damn it.
Mike, going over to you. A standard yardstick is approximately how many centimeters long within one either way?
A standard yardstick. So it's, if I think of a foot long rule, it's about 30 centimeters. So I'm going to say 90.
91 is what I have. 90 is within one. You're going to get the points.
Sweet.
Nice.
Adam, who was fatally wounded in 1968 in Memphis on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. is a correct answer. Mike, what two-word soccer term is used to describe when a goalkeeper and the defense is able to prevent the other team from scoring the entire match? Around the house, you may hear this term after someone has washed the bed linens.
So again, okay, I guess it's not just a shutout. Shoot. Someone has washed a clean sheet.
You mother.
Is a correct answer.
Pissed off you pulled that one.
That was the hint that got me there.
All right. Adam, over to you. Albumin, ALBUMEN, is the technical name for what common breakfast item?
Bran? I don't know.
Unfortunately, it's the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. No, it's an egg white. It's an egg white.
Oh, egg white. The copy.
Mike, going over to you. Within three either way, name the year these events happened. Mavis Hutchinson becomes the first woman to run across the U.S. The comic strip Garfield make its debut, and a magnitude 6.5 earthquake hits Thessaloniki, Greece.
Oh gosh. 1978.
On the nose.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right.
Adam, that's just not fair, Mike.
Yeah,
Adam,
get ready to pull up my revenge game.
Adam, for most of his 40-year run as the Today Show's film critic, Gene Shalit usually sported all but which of these looks? A bow tie, suspenders, or a really bushy mustache?
Which one did he have?
Which one did he not have?
Did he not have?
Three.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the Mandela effect where I feel like he had all three. Did he have, I mean, I know they had the glasses. I think he had the mustache. Maybe I'm crazy on that. Let's go with no suspenders.
Suspenders is a correct answer.
Good job.
Mike, who was the only American athlete to win 2 medals in the Olympic marathon?
Wow, yeah, I do not know Bruce Jenner, but I know it's not right.
No, Frank Shorter.
Okay. Never getting there. Interesting though.
Adam, going over to you. What nationality was artist Henri Matisse? Henri Matisse. What nationality was he?
Yes. Okay. When I think Henri, I will think either French or French Canadian. That's where I go to it. Could be something else as well. Matisse. Or I don't know. Kind of like Portuguese as well. I don't know why. But not with the S at the end, Matisse. Man, I don't know. Let's go Portuguese.
No, French.
I did have it French. I should have said French. I don't know why.
Twice.
Yeah. Twice, yes.
All right, Mike,
Brutal.
going over to you. What is the common name of the animal officially named Ursus maritimus?
Let's see. Ursus is bear. Maritimus. I'm gonna say grizzly bear.
No, unfortunately, it's the polar bear.
Maritimus. Okay. Oh, it's probably maritime, like maritime.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
Is it M-A instead of M-E?
It's M-A, yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I should ask for spelling. No worries.
Adam, what family member of music royalty did Michael Jackson marry in 1994?
Lisa Marie Presley.
Lisa Marie Presley is a correct answer. Mike, of the 180 copies of the Gutenberg Bible that was printed in 1455, how many complete copies still exist today? 11, 21, or 31?
Whoosh. 11, 21, or 31. All right. Am I more of a blackjack or a Baskin Robbins guy? Neither. I'm going to say 11.
No, 21 actually.
Damn.
You
All right.
were within 10 though, so nicely done.
No, I have seen one. It was wonderful.
Oh, cool.
All right, Adam, what historical novel, first published in 1859, is the best-selling English language book after the Bible?
You said historical novel?
Yep. Historical novel first published in 1859.
Oh God, I hate literature. I hate it. If it's not comics, I don't want it. Historical novel, 1859. Let's go. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Not a bad guess. Tale of Two Cities.
Okay.
Mike, we're heading on back to you. What is the name of the genetic trait that causes one to have an unusual reaction to sunlight?
Oh, man.
I know why you said that.
You do know exactly why I said that. I know it's not snatiation. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. Solar achuosis.
Unfortunately not. It's called the photic sneeze reflex.
Oh, that's right. Photic. Yeah.
All right, Adam, going over to you. After Mike got that question, you're getting this one. Who does George W. Bush defeat in the 2004 presidential election?
Hey, that's the first person I ever voted for because I turned 18. This is John Kerry.
John Kerry is correct. The hot seat giveth and yet still taketh away. Mike, which song won an Academy Award for its use in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
I'm still getting over the fact that I'm the only one of us here that voted in the 2000 election. No, raindrops keep falling on my head.
They keep falling. That is correct. Adam, what TV superhero was originally played by Adam West?
Batman.
Batman is correct. Also a mayor, small town mayor in Rhode Island. Mike,
a place in Rhode Island, I think.
What is the term for an internet user who intentionally posts inflammatory or off-topic comments?
You're just looking for a troll?
Troll is what we're looking for.
Okay. I was like, is there a more sophisticated portmanteau or something?
Adam, in 1967, Thurgood Marshall became the first African-American to be appointed to what position?
That would be the Supreme Court Justice.
Supreme Court Justice is correct. Mike, marking the first day of Lent, observers of Ash Wednesday have ashes placed on what part of their body?
The forehead?
The forehead is correct. Adam, what is the answer to this common crossword puzzle clue? Quote, Eve's tempter, unquote.
I mean, as an Adam, I always tempt Eve every now and then. But so the tempter, I'm not a big crossword guy. My head goes to either a snake or an apple. Eve's tempter, but the person who was doing the tempting, I'm going to guess snake.
Oh, you're close. It's actually referred to as a serpent.
Okay.
I would have said snake too.
Yeah.
Mike, as much as it pains me to write this question, in the film Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, there's an epic final battle at what fort in Middle Earth?
Oh no. Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Helm's Deep is correct.
When it wasn't there right away, I was like, oh no, is it going to get there?
Great film series.
It is.
Adam, one of the
Boo this man.
Yeah, boo.
I'm changing your question now. One of the best examples of fad dance music. Which song was ranked the number one greatest one-hit wonder of all time in 2002?
I mean, it's a dance and it's a one-hit wonder by Los Del Rio. I've got to go with Macarena.
Hey, Macarena.
Aye.
Mike, what particularly bloody World War I battle witnessed nearly 60,000 British casualties in just the first day in 1916?
When I think of bloody World War I battles, I think of it much more from a French casualty perspective, but Verdun is the one that I think of, so that's what I'm going to say.
Unfortunately, this would be the Battle of the Somme.
Okay.
All right, Adam, although his books have been translated into dozens of languages, in what language did Franz Kafka typically write?
I would have to guess German.
Hey, you the logical answer there. German's correct. Michael, who wrote The Man in the Iron Mask?
Dumas.
Alexander Dumas is correct. Adam, what type of alcohol is used to make a margarita?
Tequila. Hey.
Tequila is a correct answer. Mike, he got tequila. You get this question. What is the largest molecule that forms a part of the human body?
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to say a water molecule.
No, the actual name of the molecule is chromosome 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. More questions like that for Mike.
All right, Adam, over to you. Within 3 either way, name the year these events took place. The musical Footloose premieres. The USSR announces it will not participate in the Los Angeles Olympics. And Born in the USA is released by Bruce Springsteen.
All right. All right. When was the LA Olympics? Because it wasn't. Footloose was like. It wasn't. Yeah. I'm gonna go with 85.
That is within 3. 84 is what we're looking for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mike, Kissing to Be Clever, Color by Numbers, and Waking Up with the House on Fire were albums by what popular 80s group? Color by Numbers is spelled Colour.
Okay. That puts me in Britain anyway, and I'll just get so I was already in Britain. I'm gonna lock in with a band that I know the singles, don't know the albums very well, but they were British, so I'm gonna say Duran Duran.
Not a bad guess. It's actually Culture Club.
Okay.
And with that, hot seat round 1 is over.
Do you really want to hurt me, Chris?
He really wants to make you cry.
I do try. And after round 1, Mike, you're going to pick up 10. Adam, you're picking up 12. Yep. Adam has got a 1-point lead, 15 to 14, as we head into our halftime question. Here's how your halftime is going to work. I'm going to read you the question. You're going to put these 4 things in the desired order. We're going to go from west to east. Put these Kentucky distilleries in order.
Love it.
From west to east. Your 4 distilleries in alphabetical order are Bullet, 4 Roses, Rabbit Hole, and Wild Turkey.
I wish you would have done like ones across the U.S. or whatnot. I've never been on the trail. It's one of the things I will be doing eventually. I mean, this is a crapshoot for me. I have no idea where they are.
What's cruel about this is Chris and I have absolutely been on the trail together.
And did none of these distilleries.
Yeah.
That is a true statement.
And hopefully you don't remember too much of that either.
Well, that is also a true statement. The trick is we actually were going to go to one. and we just didn't squeeze it in, if memory serves, which it probably doesn't because brain cells were killed. So it's like I was waiting for him to be like, and plot twist, these are all within the confines of the Louisville city limits.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult.
Yeah.
I'm pulling a random guess out of thin air. All right. I got something that's probably going to somehow net me 0 points.
Yeah. Same.
So
All right.
locked in.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
We're going to go from west to east. Which one do you think is the furthest west, Adam?
I am just going to go in reverse order from what you said because I really have no damn clue. So I'm starting with Wild Turkey.
Mike.
I actually did almost the exact same thing. So I started with Wild Turkey as well.
On the west side of Louisville is Rabbit Hole Distillery.
Okay.
What did you have for the second furthest away, Adam?
Rabbit Hole is what I had for second.
Mike?
I had Rabbit Hole second.
Okay, well, the next furthest west is also outside of Louisville. That'd be Bullet. All right, Mike, what'd you have for third?
I had Bullet for third.
Adam?
I put Four Roses.
Four Roses is a correct answer.
Damn.
Oh, woo!
All right, and that makes Wild Turkey fourth, which neither one of you had.
I went with the 4-4 on Four Roses. Because I numbered them 1 to 4,
Yeah.
west to east. So
It's all good. Adam, you're going to pick up 5 points coming out of the halftime round. Our scores as we go into the second half of the game. Adam is up 20-14. Mike, do you want to go first or second in hot seat round 2?
I'm going to go first.
All right. I am going to put 15 minutes on the clock. Your time will begin after I read the first question. Mike, you're going to kick us off here. Here we go. Mike, in 2012, Barack Obama impressed spectators with his smooth vocals when he crooned, "I'm so in love with you," from what song?
Let's Stay Together.
Let's Stay Together is the correct answer. Adam, in what decade was figure skating introduced as an Olympic sport?
Ooh. Let's go with the 30s.
1908, actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mike, who won 5 consecutive men's Wimbledon singles titles between 1976 and 1980?
Oh my gosh. Back that far? I'm trying to think if I can name a tennis player that goes back that far. Or the years 66 to 70?
76 to 80.
Oh, 76. Okay. Wow. In that case, I am going to say it seems a little early. I'm between two. I'll say
An answer.
Arthur Ashe.
Bjorn Borg, actually.
Oh, I actually did think of Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg. Yeah.
Adam, many banks offer their account holders overdraft protection that guards them from what financial mishap?
From overdrafting?
Yeah.
I mean, like, is that the answer?
Overdrawing the account
Oh,
via
yeah, exactly.
PTE for bounce.
Yeah, spending more than you have in the account.
We're looking
I don't know.
big here. That is correct. Mike. Benjamin Braddock is the central character in what 1967 film?
His last name was Braddock, wasn't it? The Graduate.
The Graduate is correct. Adam. Which colorful tactile puzzle became a craze in the early 80s, selling over 200 million units worldwide?
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube is a correct answer. The only real way to solve that, though, is to take all the stickers off, put them right
Yes. Exactly. Yep.
Mike, who played the role of Annie Porter, a bus passenger who ends up taking the wheel when the bus driver is wounded in the movie Speed?
The Wildcat herself, Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy B is a correct answer. Adam, moving over to you. In golf, which of these is a nickname given to a 3-wood? A ladle, a spatula, or a spoon?
All right, what does it look most like? A ladle, spatula. I wouldn't say. I mean, spatula's not. It's a 3 wood, so I wouldn't say spatula. Spatula's either plastic or ladles. I'm going to go with spoon.
Spoon is a correct answer.
Ooh.
My spoon is too big.
Mike, what is the official language spoken in Brazil?
Portuguese.
Portuguese is correct. All right, Adam. In the movie Mean Girls, a naive teen played by Lindsay Lohan tangles with a popular clique of girls nicknamed what?
The Plastics.
Plastics is correct. Mike, which famous Italian fashion designer founded his company in 1975 following the sale of his Volkswagen?
I'm just going to say Versace.
Armani.
Okay.
Go Armani. Adam, what should the height be at the center of a net in badminton?
8 feet.
5 feet.
That's it.
It's the bottom of the net, not the top.
Oh, that's. I would think in top of the net. I
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah. Oh, well.
Center of the net.
Oh, that's what you said. Center of the net.
Center of the net. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does.
Mike,
I wasn't listening.
which Australian rock band is best known for their 1981 hit Down Under?
Men at Work.
Men at Work is correct. Not just the Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez movie. Adam, moving over to you. Within 3 years, either way, name the year these events took place. NASA is founded. The CND peace symbol is created by Gerald Holtom, and Chinese leader Mao Zedong launches the Great Leap Forward.
Oh my God. I literally just looked up events and I saw the Great Leap Forward. I was doing it for News and Politics for Throwback Trivia Takedown. What decade was I looking at? All right, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. We landed on the moon in '69. When did they start NASA? How much earlier before that? You said 3 years. Let's go 65.
1958.
Oh God, I was way off.
Mike, we're going back to you. With over 50 mountain peaks exceeding 14,000 feet, what U.S. state has the most 14ers?
Colorado?
Colorado is the correct answer.
And they don't shut up about it. Every single one of them. How many 14ers have you done? Oh my God.
My sister lived in Colorado, so yeah. I was like, don't overthink this. Just go with the obvious answer and move on.
See, to me, the obvious answer would have been Alaska, but I would have been.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Adam, going back to you. What is the name of Gene Hackman's character from the film The French Connection?
Oh, man. Never seen this movie. Let's go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I mean, I have heard that. Let's go with Thompson. I don't know.
No, it'd be Doyle. Popeye Doyle.
Popeye Doyle.
Popeye Doyle. I have heard of that before.
Mike, what is the main ingredient in the French dish d'esquisse de grenouille? That's Cuisses de Grenouille.
Wheat. I don't know.
No, this would be the disgusting dish known as frog's legs.
Zut alors.
Oy vey. All right. Adam, we're moving over to you. Nobel laureate Robert Richardson once claimed that party balloons should cost $100 a piece because of what gas's scarcity?
Helium.
Helium is correct. Mike, we're going to head back to you. Which iconic film director is often referred to as the master of suspense?
Can't do it. Damn it. Hitchcock.
I felt a lot more free writing these questions to throw more of those in.
I bet you do.
Hitchcock's the correct answer. Adam, Carson Daly, the host of the NBC singing contest The Voice, was also the host of what hit MTV music show?
That was... Oh my God, it was... TRL.
TRL or Total Request Live is the
Yes.
correct answer.
I was like, surely you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
He got there, and don't call him
Yep.
Shirley. Michael, back to you. Which of the following is not a team mascot in the NFL? Falcon, Eagle, Cardinal, or Blue Jay?
Blue Jay.
Blue Jay is a correct answer. All right. Adam, Café Central is one of many historic coffee houses in what European city known for its coffee house culture?
Paris?
Vienna, Austria, actually.
Okay.
Mike, this Dartmouth alum is responsible for creating such characters as King Yertle, Yolanda Jorgensen, and Sally Walden. Who is he?
I do not know. Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss is a correct answer.
Nice.
The Ural thing was like, oh, maybe it's the same one. Okay.
It is. All right. Adam, invented by Dean Kamen, Kamen, and launched in 2001, what is the name of the two-wheeled self-balancing electric vehicle?
Segway.
Segway is a correct answer. Mike, within 3 years either way, name the year these events took place. Saigon Falls to the Viet Cong, the Busch Garden theme park opens in Virginia, and the SS Edmund Fitzgerald sank in a storm on Lake Superior.
1975.
75 is a correct answer. Adam, what is the name of the 1976 film about the Watergate scandal that starred Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman?
All the President's Men?
All the President's Men is a correct answer. Mike, which U.S. city known for its rich musical history also boasts the world's only full-scale replica of Greece's famed Parthenon?
I used to walk to this building on multiple occasions. That would be Nashville. You were looking for the city, right?
Looking for the city. Nashville's correct again. The hot seat giveth, and yet it will taketh away.
Indeed.
All right, Adam, what was the name of Robert Wise's 1956 biopic film based on the life of boxing legend Rocky Graziano?
Cinderella Man. Maybe it was a remake.
Unfortunately, not. Somebody up there likes me is what we're looking for.
Wow.
I was way off too.
Mike, what was the largest social networking site in the world until it was overtaken by Facebook in 2008?
MySpace?
I have Adult Friend Finder. Am I off? Is this off date? Am I off date? Correct answer. Adam, what famous filmmaker behind Patton and The Godfather received his middle name because of the car company that sponsored the radio show where his father worked?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola is a correct answer. Mike, as suggested by the food company he created, Chef Hector Boiardi specialized in what cuisine?
Italian?
Italian is correct.
Yeah.
That would
Apparently
be
mushy, gross Italian.
Yeah. I was like, how specific do I need to get here?
All right, Adam, what founder of Rock Nation Entertainment Company once famously said the following? I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Phil Spector. I have no idea.
No, Rock Nation is founded by Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
Mike, UN lifts Beluga ban was a headline for a 2010 news story about international restrictions on what luxury item?
What luxury item? I mean, a beluga is a type of whale. I thought. I will say whale eggs.
What we're looking for is, you have an idea, Adam?
Caviar.
For no points, caviar is what we're
Yeah.
looking for there, Mike.
Oh, so I was right on the eggs. It was just yeah.
We're looking for the title.
Yep.
All right. Adam, what is the chemical symbol for silver?
AG.
AG is a correct answer. Mike, name
Uncle
for an
Sam
American
Gold.
general and Secretary of State. What was the name given to the initiative through which Americans gave aid to Western Europe after World War II?
Was that the Marshall Plan?
That was the Marshall Plan.
Nice.
Adam, inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame in the year 2000, what toy invented by Richard James in 1943 was used by the U.S. Army as radio antennas during the Vietnam War?
As radio antennas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Invented in 1943, used by the U.S. Army as a radio antenna during the Vietnam War.
I mean, it can be metal, and it can be made as, I'll say, a slinky.
Slinky is a correct answer.
Well, you were not looking. I was bobbing my head in time to the theme song. Slinky, slinky.
Mike, slow and steady wins the race is supposedly one of what ancient Greek storytellers' morals?
So the moral of that story is actually, if you have a natural talent, just use it and don't be an asshole about it. But Aesop is who you're looking for.
Aesop is a correct answer.
So true. Don't be a dick.
Right.
It's a good rule to live by. Adam, what 2015 film starring Lily James is inspired by a Disney animated classic from 1950?
Cinderella.
Cinderella is a correct answer.
Well done.
And with that, hot seat round 2 is over. Mike, you picked up one extra in that round. You picked up 14. Adam picked up 13. It's 28-33 as we head into the wager round. Gentlemen, here's how the wager round is going to work. I'm going to give you 3 categories. You're going to wager on the categories alone. You can break up your current points in any way, shape, or form that you want. You can wager them all on one question, split them up, or wager 0. The only rules are 1, you must wager whole numbers only. 2, you cannot wager more points than you currently have. And 3, the Mike Mott rule, no negative wagering. Your categories are music, diseases, and film. Music, diseases, and film. Lock in your wagers when you're ready. Wagers are locked in. We're going to go question by question through this. Question number 1, your category was in music. Vince Clarke was the lead singer and a founding member of what British band when they formed in 1980? Unfortunately, he did not leave in silence, as he was seeking some great reward by starting the band Yazoo with blues singer Alison Moyet. His former bandmate, David Gohan, would become the new lead vocalist and lead them all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they were inducted in 2020. Name the band.
Fuck, there are so many clues in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vince Clarke was the lead singer and a founding member of what British band when they formed in 1980? Unfortunately, he did not leave in silence, as he was seeking some great reward by starting the band Yazoo with blues singer Alison Moyet, Moyet. His former bandmate David Gohan, Gahan, Gahan, would become the new lead vocalist and lead them all the way to their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in the year 2020. Name the band.
I will lock in.
All right. I'm locked in.
All right. We are moving on to question number 2. Your category was diseases. What infectious disease that usually impacts the lungs and has symptoms such as chronic cough, blood-containing mucus, fever, and weight loss, just to name a few, used to be known as consumption?
I'll lock in.
I'll lock in.
All right, we are moving on to question number 3, the final question of the game. Your category was in movies. What actor who won the first of his 3 Oscars in 1990 has a hyphenated last name that his Irish poet father dropped during his writing career, stating, quote, "As a writer, I do not use the hyphen in my surname, a piece of inverted snobbery which has produced rather mixed results."
Yeah, one more time if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
Which actor who won the first of his 3 Oscars in 1990 has a hyphenated last name that his Irish poet father dropped during his writing career, stating, quote, "As a writer, I do not use the hyphen in my surname, a piece of inverted snobbery which has produced rather mixed results." And I will Facebook that over to both of you so you have it. And just now remember that's an option.
All right, I'm locked in on that one.
All right, I'll lock in.
All right, we're going to go question by question through this. Let's see how well y'all know music, diseases, and film. Starting with question number 1. Vince Clarke was the lead singer and a founding member of what British band when they formed in 1980? Unfortunately, he did not leave in silence as he was seeking some great reward by starting the band Yazoo with blues singer Alison Moyet. His former bandmate David Gahan would become the new lead vocalist and lead them all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2020. Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, I was trying to pick up on a lot of the hints. I fixated on the silence, and it's a band that I'm not super familiar with, to be honest. I know of them. They're one of those bands I've always meant to dive into their discography or not, but I fixated on silence, and I thought the timeline may have been about right, so I locked in with Depeche Mode.
Adam, your answer and your wager.
Yeah, that's a very good one. I also locked in on silence, but I went with another way, and I kept telling myself there's no way these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I went from silence to quiet. I went Quiet Riot.
Ah,
Mike, what was your wager on that, by the way?
I wagered 0 on that.
Okay, I wagered 12.
Depeche Mode is a correct answer.
Yeah, I liked it. Good one.
Your score is going into question number 2. Mike, you're up 28-21. Question number 2, your category was diseases. What infectious disease that usually impacts the lungs and has symptoms such as a chronic cough, blood-containing mucus, fever, and weight loss, just to name a few, used to be known as consumption? Mike, your answer and your wager.
I've heard of consumption. I couldn't pull it. And I don't know why, but my brain locked in on rubella, so that's what I said.
And your wager?
0.
Adam, your answer and your wager.
Big film guy. Yeah, I really didn't know on this one. I feel like it's definitely something I would recognize, but whenever I hear consumption, I always think of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie Day has a good scene where he's coughing up blood. He's like, "I got a touch of consumption." So I wagered 0, and my answer was something that you're familiar with: fatty liver, as you talked about earlier.
Neither of those are correct answers. That'd be tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
It all comes down to this.
It really does.
Question number 3, your category was in film. What actor who won the first of his 3 Oscars in 1990 has a hyphenated last name that his Irish poet father dropped during his writing career, stating, quote, "As a writer, I do not use the hyphen in my surname, a piece of inverted snobbery which has produced rather mixed results." Adam, your answer and your wager.
I feel kind of okay on this one because he's got a hyphenated last name, I think. Yeah, I almost did the Mott and would have put all my points into this one, but I didn't, because I like music as well. I went with 12 points, and I put Daniel Day-Lewis.
Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, I pushed all in on film because it's far and away my favorite or my best category on Learned League. And I also went with Daniel Day-Lewis. I thought My Left Foot was which is what he won his first Oscar for, was a little earlier, but I know it was 80s, and it was later 80s, so he might have won the Oscar in 90. So I said Daniel Day-Lewis. He's Irish, hyphenated last name.
Yep.
Daniel Day-Lewis is a correct answer.
Well done, sir.
Mike, you're going to pick up the win tonight, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My left foot was 1989, which put it into the 1990 Oscars.
Yeah, I always think it's like 87 ish. I don't know why.
But you both went out with a win, Mike. But you both went out with a correct answer. You got to feel good about that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great game.
Yes, it was.
That was a great game. Before we say goodbye, I'll remind our listeners, if you are a Patreon supporter or you want to support the show over at patreon.com/PTEBB, after this episode, we're going to sit down and record a revenge episode. Adam has chosen a category to take on Mike to try and get his revenge. Adam, tell Mike what category you chose.
Well, Mike is a little bit older than me, so I'm hoping maybe he was in like high school or college by this time because he was already voting. I went with 90s TV cartoons.
So I did call them
doomed.
audible. I made it 90s cartoons in general, so there is a film in there.
Okay, cool.
It is going to be 90s cartoons over on our PTE BB, the Patreon bonus for the PTE network. I can't talk today. Adam, before we take off, my friend, we talked about Throwback Trivia Takedown, but you're doing some really cool stuff with another passion of yours. Tell our listeners about that if you could.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me. I mean, I was a lot closer to Mike than I thought I was going to be. Even had the lead here and there. No, granted, your questions, particularly in that first hot seat round, were way worse than mine. So yeah. But another passion of mine is Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. I have another podcast called Cartwright, a Seinfeld podcast. We have already gone through every single episode of Seinfeld, so if you guys want to check that out, do that. Me and my buddy Corey, who I podcast with on that show, we're currently on about to start the last season of Curb, releasing that one. So we are almost done with both shows. We started doing that on our Patreon only feed. So if you guys really like Larry David stuff, go check out Cartwright, a Seinfeld podcast.
Adam, I'm going to throw this out there to you. One of the brackets that we're sitting on is a best Seinfeld episode bracket over on Boozy Bracketology. Mike and I are huge Seinfeld fans. Is it safe to say you would do us the honor and come and be a panelist?
I mean, I hope, hopefully y'all would actually both be in there to debate as well, but I guess one of y'all has to host, but
we'll get another host.
Get someone up. John doesn't care, like, or somebody else like that. Whatever you want. I would be totally honored to be in your Seinfeld top episode.
That will be coming out at some point this year. Hopefully, Mike will.
I think we had it slated towards the end of this year. Yeah.
Perfect. So that will be coming over on Boozy Bracketology. But right now, we are neck deep in two brackets. We are neck deep in our best 80s movie mega bracket, which you've heard us talk about. But when this episode comes out, we are on our way to determine the best Weird Al cover song of all time.
Nice.
If you like the dulcet tones that you hear before you, they both make appearances on those.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I'm a fill-in, and it's an honor, and I really enjoyed it.
There's actually multiple generations of Speas on that particular one.
All over the place.
Yep.
We have now had, between Boozy and PTE, 4 members of Speas Nation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Including John's wife getting absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
Wine drunk is an understatement, but it was a great time.
Oh yeah. That's one of our fun things to do at our family get-togethers is get Christy just a little bit extra tipsy, and then it's going to be a shit show.
But we love her. We love her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Listen, folks, if you enjoy the show, you like the content that we bring us, do me a favor. Do me 2 favors. 1, 5-star rating, write us a review. 2, I can speak for this because I've been on the show. If you like what we do, you're going to love Throwback Trivia Takedown. It's a hell of a fun show. If you like fun trivia, fun people, and genuinely good people, John and Adam do a phenomenal job over there. I'm hopefully going to be invited back at some point.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, just to throw more props to you guys, both John and I are PTE patrons. We love what you guys are doing. So everybody, if you're not a patron, get on there and give these guys some of your money. They're doing some incredible content.
For those that don't know, the ultimate drive on our Patreon, we have there, and Adam, you know this, but there's overhead expenses that this goes to cover.
Oh yeah.
Our ultimate drive on our Patreon is to get to the point where it's a net zero, where we can actually hire a full-time editor and we can spend more time bringing content to everybody without it coming out of our pocket one way or another. That's what we're trying to get to, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there. But you know what? You heard enough from us. Thank you for listening. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I have been Mike.
And I have been Adam.
We'll see you on the Patreon bonus for some 90s cartoons. Until then, have a good one.
And more whiskey.